It's a place that you have to go mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You can't replicate it because your body is pushed to the absolute limit. I've trained hard my entire life. I've pushed my body to the limit my entire life, but I've done it for 40 seconds long. You can do anything for 40 seconds long. Talent gets you through the first 6 hours of the day. After that, you're on your own. I'm Apolo Ohno, and I'm built with chocolate milk. I set my alarm for 4 a.m., but I woke up around 3:45. You see all these athletes getting ready to go in for body marking. Everybody has their game faces on. On race days, my mind's a little bit different. I'm just concentrating on conserving my energy, making sure my heart rate is low, not wasting any external energy on anything that's really going on that I don't have to.
I was feeling pretty calm overall. I didn't sleep a ton the night before, but Paula had kind of said, you know, that's normal. But I definitely felt a sense of, okay, I'm ready to do this. And I don't think I had necessarily felt that way all week. I was starting to get nervous. I don't know if Paula maybe sensed it, and she was like, all right, come with me, we're gonna get you, you know, kind of out of the hair of everybody. And it couldn't have been more what I needed to start the day. We literally got up there and she starts playing Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. It really just kind of set the tone of, I'm going to enjoy today.
The energy was electric. And I've been in the Olympic space for a long time. It was just a little bit different. The drumming was to me, it was very rhythmic. It was just very cool. I feel like the culture was very much integrated into the Ironman. I've never really seen that before in other sports. And then all of a sudden, 3 minutes before they were going to fire the gun, all of a sudden, everybody was trying to fight for the same space of water. And I'm thinking, what's everybody doing? And everybody's kind of just sculling in place. I'm getting kicked, and the race hasn't even started yet. It was like dropping a piece of filet mignon into a bowl of piranhas. It was crazy, and I felt like I was a piece of filet mignon, right? And these guys are just thrashing away. It's not like you can talk to them and say, hey, don't do that. You know, it's like nobody can hear anything. I probably swallowed about a half a gallon of salt water in the first, mile.
The swim was everything that they say it is. I got knocked a couple times, got a nice fist in the nose that kind of knocked my goggles a little bit, and so I had to kind of turn over on my back real quick, kind of readjust them and get the water out.
My mentality when I race is a little bit different. So I'm pretty calm. I'm very relaxed. I'm kind of within myself. I'm just concentrating on the task that I'm doing in front of me.
I really just wanted to focus on being confident. So, my mantra was I can, and I just kept repeating to myself, I can do this. I can do this.
The first miles of the bike are ballistic. Guys go nuts. And these guys in my age group, I was like, these guys, who are these people? These guys, they're so fast. But I told myself in my head, I'm gonna see every single one of these guys very soon. I was like, when they are dying up those hills or going down, I'm gonna crush it. We kind of get closer and closer to Javi, and the first thing I noticed was that just how incredibly windy it was. I think at one point we were going less than 10 miles an hour. At least that's what it felt like. And when we hit the turnaround point, that's when I think mentally I said, okay, coming home is when you're gonna take as many people as you can. If you can see them, you're gonna pass them.
When the winds were hitting, I was scared. I have never been so intimidated, ever. I wasn't sure I was gonna get through that bike. I kept just repeating to myself, commit, commit, commit.
Drop my bike, grabbed my stuff, threw my shoes on, and for me, that was when the real race began. I just tried to think about basically from mile to mile and how I felt. Left, right, just keep stepping, keep moving forward.
I have never been so happy for a bike ride to be done in my life. I think I sprinted through the transition. I was so relieved to be done. Started out on the run, and I knew that the run was going to be, for me, all about heart. So during the run, I tried to break it down by thinking about one person each mile. For me, there's no way I could have gotten here without all the people that believed in me from the beginning, because I certainly didn't believe in myself for quite a while.
You're gonna wanna stop, but you won't. Your body's gonna tell you you can't, but you will. Basically, you have to know that you're gonna survive this. And so I went to this very spiritual place when I was running. On my grandmother's side, we have samurai blood, samurai clan. So I was thinking in my head, you are a samurai warrior. Nothing can defeat you. You may have lost your sword. It doesn't matter. You will fight until you die. That's the mentality that I had going to those last 4 miles. And every aid station was a chance to refuel my weapons, get my ice, get my drinks, get whatever I needed, and then boom, keep going, keep going, keep going. I was almost hallucinating. And that drum roll at the beginning of the race really helped me because it just felt so tribal, part delirious, part believing it. Maybe it was a little bit extreme, whatever. That's the place that I had to go, That's what worked for me. The finish line is spectacular. Hearing the roar of people. Human beings are not designed to do this race. And that's why it's so awesome. It's because we do it. That's why it's so awesome. It's because we go beyond what the conventional thought and wisdom of what is okay to do to the human body, and we break all the rules, and we show people anything is possible.
Coming home! I reached mile 20, and then I was kind of in no man's land. My longest training run was 20 miles. But there was something very spiritual about it. The stars were out. It was this amazing moment where mile by mile, you just kind of felt so lucky to be out there and be experiencing that. Mile 25 hit, and mile 25 was for my dad. He has sacrificed so much for me. To hear those words, Jen Ader, you are an Iron Man, that's not something I ever thought I was going to hear in my lifetime. And that's a moment that I'm never going to forget. And to be able to cross that finish line and know that I had accomplished something that I had worked so hard for, it was really, really incredible. And it just really proved to me that you are so much stronger than you think you are, and you are so much more able than you think you are, and you can do so much more than you think you can if you're willing to take that chance, and if you're willing to risk failing.
So what do I do now? Look, my life has always been about challenges. It's been about learning. It's been about experiences. This, to me, was so awesome. I had no idea what this was gonna be like. I thought I did. I thought I understood. I had no idea. Swim, bike, run, there's so much more to it beyond that. Those just happen to be the tools that get you across the finish line, you know, the mechanism, but I think it goes much deeper than that. I think it's purely psychological, I think it's spiritual. There's a sense of purity to it. And they do things you never thought was possible. It's an awesome human achievement.